What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, something. Hit the keys. Here today to bring you guys 7 freebies that are all pretty solid. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But with no further delay, let's get right into the freebies, baby. Some, hit the key. All right, guys, so today I'm gonna do it a little bit different than how I typically do these free plugin roundups. So I'm actually gonna start with the beat in the first plugin, and then I'm just gonna kind of deconstruct. It's gonna be easier so I can let you guys hear more sounds without, just make it a little bit easier. So the first free plugin that I have for you guys today is called Clean Machine. So what this is basically, it's kind of like a compressor, and it's kind of like a saturation tool all in one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play the sample beat first without Clean Machine on there, and then I'm gonna turn the Clean Machine on there so you can kind of see what you can do with this. You can use it on drums, you can use it on anything that you would use a compressor or saturation on. The beat's not all the way mixed down, but let's go. All right, guys, so that's the little sample beat that I put together for you guys today. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn Clean Machines on and turn it off and on and off so you can hear the difference. Listen, it is kind of subtle. It's gonna be on the full mix, but you're gonna hear how it's gonna bring so much more presence to the beat. It's gonna make it sound so much more, it's gonna give it so much more oomph. So first I'm gonna start with it off and then I'm gonna turn it on. And I should probably highlight this region right here since this is the most exciting region in the whole entire beat. So again, it's gonna be off first and I'm gonna turn it on. So you can hear there clear as day, it's giving it a little bit more oomph. So I'll go ahead and just talk about these dials for just a little bit. I know White Sea Studio did a full in-depth review on this. I don't know if I'm as excited for the plugin as he is, but I do think it's a good plugin. I do think it's pretty solid. It's got the auto gain compensation for you. It's just got this transition is pretty nice to add a little bit more depending on how you mess with this attack and this release. So you can hear how it's changing the sound there for you. You have this drive, and depending on how you mess with this knob, it's going to give you a little bit more, or it's going to take a little bit away for you. And you can see there, it's giving you that automatic gain compensation that you guys all love. So this isn't a bad plugin. I think this is only going to be free for a limited time. I could be wrong, but I would recommend grabbing this now because it's just a tool that you can use whenever you just need a little bit of excitement in your beat and you don't want to use a typical saturator or a typical exciter or something like that. All right, guys, and the second free plugin that I have for you guys today actually comes from Steinberg. I'm not sure if you guys all saw that I started a news report. On the news report, every single week, I'm going to talk about gear, plugins, music news, but it's not going to be free plugins. I'm going to hold the free plugins off because it's just a lot to talk about in one review. But one of the things that I covered was Halion 7 by Steinberg. So when you open up Halion 7, it's going to look like this. They have created a free instrument for us. So they created this colors instrument right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to play this instrument right here and let you hear what it sounds like. So what's cool about this instrument is that you can layer a bunch of different sounds together. It's got different effects. It's pretty solid. The sounds sound good. And all you have to do is click on one of these and you'll go to your next sound. So maybe I'll just push down one button. So there is some good sounding stuff in here. But again, what's cool about this is the fact that you can make your own presets in essence. So now I can come in here and click into the colors. And so like, let's say I click on the easel right here. It's gonna bring me up some different things that are present or that you can add to the actual sound. So let's say I just wanna add some pure sine to that sound. I can just turn it on. But I can change the instrument. So I can make it a string if I want to, the layer with it. You know? And then I can add something else if I wanted to. So I can come back over here and I can add, let's say this vintage Rhodes, turn that on. And you got control over how much volume you can add into each one of these. And that's when you'll see this dim and stuff like that. You also have controls over here. So you got decay, you got drive. With the drive, you can add some more to it. So whenever you see like this other button right here, there's a control under the hood and you can mess with that control as well. You can turn it on and off really easy. I mean, these are the effects. Another thing too, real quick, is some of these patches evolve and or they're moving or they're arpeggiating. So almost broke my keyboard there. Been working out, hulked up on that bitch. No, but so you just get some ARPs, you get some cool sounding stuff, and then you can add the other layers in with this as well. Sounds like every pop song from like 2008 to like 2015. But again, this is a pretty solid one as well. This is the first sound source I'd recommend getting because it is pretty cool. It's fun to play with too as well. All right, guys. And the third free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from my peoples over at Audiolatry. It's called Retromania. When you take a look at Retromania, it looks like this. Obviously, you guys should know by now, Audiolatry focuses on a lot of retro stuff and a lot of, you know, just sample romplers and stuff like that. And so in this one, I basically use this sound right here as my main chords for the song or part of it because I use another sound as well. But in here, there's going to be, I think there's like 12 or 13 different presets. So you're going to get stuff like this neo piano too. So we'll go ahead and take that up an octave. You know, just a nice sounding keys, and you get, you know, chorus, delay, reverb, you get all the things that you need to make it sound even better. Let's listen to a few more stuff. You know, so you get that. So just some super retro sounding stuff. Again, it's Audiolatry. They do a pretty good job at sampling. It's not a bad little free plugin. Again, you're gonna get 12 different presets. If you're making retro music, check it out. The fourth plugin I got for you guys today comes from Sample Science, and it's called The Bells. When you open up The Bells, it is going to look like this. I use this in a couple different instances in the beat, and realistically, my favorite part of the whole beat was the second bell that I'm gonna play for you guys. But this was my favorite sound, or I use this sound to kind of get the beat going. It was just kind of like, you know, a basic church bell. All right, so with this plugin, you're gonna get a bunch of different bells. So you can come over here and you can see you're gonna get a bunch of different bells. So I'll hit another one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my other bell pattern, and I really was messing with this pattern right here. I used, let me go get the right bell. So I ended up using whatever this bell ring is, and I put a little bit of distortion on it, and I got it to sound like this. So you could tell it's a good bell, but when I got that distortion on there, and just the way that it sat in the beat with that distortion just made it sound really good. I like that a lot. So we'll listen to a few more bells real quick. So just some unique bells, some different sounding bells. If you like bells, like I like bells, check this one out. All right, guys, and coming up next, Spitfire Audio has done it again, but this time they're giving us a free organ. So most of us know what Spitfire Audio stuff looks like, but if you don't, now you do. It's very basic, it's easy to use. They gave us an organ and it sounds like this. So it's gonna have a few different presets in the organ, and then it's gonna have some control you can mess with too as well. So you have some variation right here. So if I was to hit it now, it would sound like. So those are things that are cool about Spitfire Audio stuff. It's just sampled very well. You got reverb, and then you're gonna have your ADSR over here. There's gonna be a few presets in here. So I kind of like, what is it, this slow-mo pad? I rocks with this one right here. Sounds like. Just a fire pad to be underneath. Again, you can mess with this variation. I don't know, that sounds lovely to me. Sounds good. But there's some good presets in here as well. So we'll go ahead and hit this soft organ as well. And then you guys can discover for yourself the rest of the preset. So not a bad organ at all. You guys already know what it is with Spitfire Audio Labs. All right, guys, and the next plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Modellix, and it's called Eon ARP. When you open up Eon ARP, it looks like this. Now, I will say this, and I will say this, and I always say this. I don't bring anything to my channel that I don't think holds value to somebody. I played with this shit, though, for like an hour, and I couldn't get the shit to do what I wanted it to do. So for me, this ain't going to be the art plugin I use. Fair enough, though. I do use Omnisphere. I do use Pigments, and I also ARP a lot in FL Studio. I say all this because I'm not gonna be able to give y'all a good demonstration on this ARP. I really tried, man. I put in time. I mean, I put in some time and some effort. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do or sound the way that I wanted it to sound. So my guy Weaver Beats, though, did do a really good demonstration on this plugin, and it was a solo demonstration on this plugin. So I'll link that below too, so that you guys can watch that one. But I wanted to at least bring the plugin to the channel in the free plugin roundup because it's only free for a limited time. The code is on the screen when you get to Modellix. I'll put it down also in the bottom so you know what the code is to get it free. I think it's just my free harp or something like that, my free ARP or something like that. But again, I can't stress enough. I feel like this has some really good use, just not for me. Well, this is quite embarrassing. The 7th plugin ain't trying to work. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about too, because again, I'm just here to show y'all, give y'all some tools and stuff. So I was seeing the Skynet Reverb today. It looked really awesome. It sounded like it was awesome. And it worked earlier, so I was messing with it earlier today. Like I put together the beat and half this video yesterday, but I couldn't record it. And so I've seen this video, this plugin today, and it looked like it was gonna sound good. And I used it earlier in my other project, but I didn't want, I had too much going on in that project. So I just wanted to pull it out and put the reverb on just a piano. So I pulled the piano up in, I just got this little piano pattern right here. It just sounds like this. But I can't get the reverb to work. So like, I mean, it's gonna sound the exact same. Bypass sounds the exact same. Sounds the exact same. I'm getting nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can't recommend this reverb anymore. Sorry. I'm still giving y'all 7 free plugins on the title though. Oh man, I enjoyed this one today though, man. So again, the first 6 plugins are all solid. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm probably gonna clown around a little bit more in these videos and stuff like that, because you know I want to have a good time too. So make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.